Hello, it's Michael Taggart here. I'm coming at you with a new video, and it's going to be a very, very informative, hard-hitting video. America, we need to get educated. I mean, a lot of people want to talk about Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Jill Stein, Gary Johnson. We got to vote for this person for the presidency, and I've come to a conclusion. Does it really matter? The president is one person in the executive branch. What about the legislative branch and the judicial branch? There's three branches of government, people, that form our whole government. And get this, from the Washington Post, only 36 of Americans can name the three branches of government. Wednesday marked National Constitution Day. The 227th, this is a little older article by Reed Wilson, and it says that on this Constitution Day, that only 36% of Americans actually named the three branches of government the Constitution created. That's according to a new survey from the Annenberg Public Policy Center, and it shows a huge percent of Americans might need to take civics refresher course. Only 38% of Americans knew that the Republican Party controls the U.S. House of Representatives, while 17% think the Democrats are still in charge. This is not good. Yeah, I know that's becoming my stock saying now, but you know what? It's not good at all that people are this uneducated when it comes to politics. You may think that I only need to get involved in politics once every 4 years and stuff, when, a lot of people don't even realize there's midterm elections. I don't think Obama's been a great president. I don't. Although he has been, okay. But the thing is, I wonder how he would have done had he had an actual progressive Congress. We have to remember that the president is only one person. They have to deal with two other branches. If those two branches don't cooperate, then the president's just going to be spinning his wheels. The public gets mad. The public goes to the voting booth, vote out the bums, not my bums. And then wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. What's the definition of insanity? That's what America is peddling to right now, is insanity. Well, basically, the whole world politics. I mean, think about it. It's just we think that, we need to concentrate on our entertainment news and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with having your entertainment and your entertainment news, but you have to pay attention to politics. You may not think you do, but it affects every part of your life. What kind of taxes you pay, how much you pay, what kind of school system you have, what kind of, morals and laws that everything that borders, boundaries, regulations, it's all due to the politics, the government. And if you don't know how they work, if you don't get involved, if you don't get informed, a lot of other people are going to pay the price for your ignorance. And I know people are like, oh my God, you said our ignorance. Yes. You're ignorant. If you willfully don't know this stuff, because there's so much information at your fingertips, then you're ignorant. And I know I said I wouldn't do attack videos. I'm sorry. It's not an attack. It's a fact. Only in some polls, it shouldn't even be no polls. But this wasn't the only one, but I chose the Washington Post one because, I was just sitting there like, well, I found it, and I started looking at the other ones. It got as low as only 33% new. So I actually wanted to give you one of the higher ones. And that's sad. When I took my political science class in college, I was raising my hand just about every other question. The teacher actually told me to put my hand down, and I just sit there and I looked around and I was like, really? And only one other person would, try to raise their hand sometimes. And a lot of other people are like, I don't know this stuff. I'm only taking it because it's my degree. And I'm like, wow, that's just freaking sad. I think I'll do everybody a favor today. I'm going to educate you on the presidential candidates. For people out there, show this video to your friends, or show the link. If you don't want to show them the video, show the link. There's going to be plenty of links below. Show them. Because it's very, very, very important that they know each position, so that way you can have an educated vote. You may change your mind to Bernie Sanders. You may change against him when you find out some of these. I don't care. See, I'm trying to give you facts. From procon.org, the 2016 presidential candidates. How do you feel on abortion? If you're anti-abortion, then Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are not your candidate. Every other, like Sanders is against the death penalty, Gary Johnson, and Jill Stein, all three are. Criminal justice. Should law enforcement be allowed to use racial profiling? Hillary Clinton changed to con. Sanders con, Trump pro, Johnson con, and Stein con. Should the next question, Supreme Court Justices Scalia's replacement be chosen by President Obama? Clinton and Sanders, pro, Trump, con, Johnson and Stein. Didn't say. Economy and taxes. Does lowering the corporate income tax rate create jobs? No comment from Hillary Clinton. Sanders, con, Trump, no comment, Johnson, pro, and Stein, no comment. So even Jill Stein actually gave a no comment. Economy and taxes. Should any federal taxes be increased? Clinton and Sanders, pro. Trump, now con. Johnson, no comment. And Stein, pro. So the three lefties are for taxes increases. Economy and taxes. Should there be a flat tax on income? Sanders and Clinton, con. Trump, no comment. Johnson and Stein, con. Economy and taxes again. Should Glass-Steagall be reinstated? Clinton, con. Sanders, pro. Trump, didn't say. Johnson and Stein, pro. Even a libertarian like Johnson is for the reinstation of Glass-Steagall. Should the U.S. return to the gold standard, which the currency are backed by gold? Clinton, Sanders, and Stein, doesn't say, just question mark. Trump, no comment, and Johnson, pro. Should Social Security be privatized? Con. For Clinton and Sanders. Trump, no comment. Johnson, pro. And Stein, con. Is the Trans-Pacific Partnership good for America? Clinton, now con. Sanders and Trump's con. Johnson, question mark. And Stein, con. Are the Common Core standards good for education for America? Clinton, con. Sanders, pro. Trump, Johnson, and Stein, con. I actually disagree with Bernie on this one. Should any public college or university be tuition free? Clinton and Sanders, pro on this issue. Trump, con. Johnson, no comment, and Stein, pro. Was the Citizens United Supreme Court decision good for America? Sanders and Clinton, con. Trump, con. Johnson, pro, and Stein, con. Should felons who have completed their sentences, incarnation, probation, and parole, be allowed to vote? Clinton and Sanders both say pro. Trump won't say, and Johnson and Stein say pro. So everyone except Donald Trump pretty much said pro. Should voters be required to take photo identifications in order to vote? Sanders and Clinton both say con. Trump, question mark, and Johnson and Stein say con as well. So even Gary Johnson is against pro. He doesn't think that you should have a photo ID. Elections. Should the U.S. election campaigns be publicly financed? Clinton and Sanders and Stein, pro. Trump and Johnson, no comment. Foreign policy. Is China an economic or military threat to the United States? Clinton, pro. Sanders, no comment. Trump, pro. Johnson, con. And Stein, no comment. I'm going to go up to 20 of the rest. I just want people to be educated on this as much as you can, because this is very important. Should the United States maintain its embargo against Cuba? Clinton says con. All of them say con on that one. Is the nuclear arms deal with Iran good? Well, except for Trump, he's con, and Johnson is a no comment. Everybody else, Clinton, Sanders, and Stein, say pro. And lastly, should there be an independent Palestinian state? Sanders and Clinton both say pro, and everybody else actually said no comment. Now I'll throw in one more. Should more gun laws be enacted? Sanders, pro. For all of you out there who have decided to say Bernie Sanders is a pro-gun nut, read up. Clinton, pro. Stein, pro. Trump and Johnson, con. Okay, and you know what? One last one. This is a gun. Should the federal government study gun violence? Clinton, Trump, Johnson, and Stein, all question marks. Sanders says pro. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know more, I'll put the link below. But there's 54 questions that they asked them on, so there you go. There's 21 of them. I gave you a 21 because I want you to have a pretty good idea of what these candidates stand for, what they wouldn't comment on. The no comments were a little bit telling because it's like if you're Jill Stein and Gary Johnson, the independent right-wing candidate, the independent left-wing one, it's like if you got a right-wing position or a left-wing position, you're like, no comment, I don't want my fans to know. So if you have any red flags about them before, it may have been confirmed right here, but I don't go by just one or two policies. But the fact is that I don't like no comments because it says, oh, I don't have an answer. And for everyone who says that Bernie Sanders is a gun nut, he's not. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to turn you on to them. I'm not. I'm giving you facts about him. He did vote against the Brady bill because he doesn't believe that gun manufacturers should be sued. That's it. He thinks if he's not for too strict of gun laws. He's more of a moderate on that. So there's going to be that, and the Washington Post link. I'm going to put some more though. That you just can't rely on one person. We did that with Obama. He comes in here and gives nice speeches about how he's going to change things. Gets to Washington and it kicks the living crap out of him. He can't get nothing done. He has to fight 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. The man's got gray hairs already, folks. He's got gray hair. I mean, I would too if I had to deal with what. I mean, I don't care if you like the man or not. He has been through a lot in the White House. And has he been a disappointment to a lot of people? Yes, he has. But I think it's just too simple and easy to blame him when there's so much wrong with the system. And if Democrats, you included, if you and the Republicans don't get why a lot of people are voting for Trump and Sanders because they are the outsiders, then I can't help you. Because if you're just sitting there saying, well, let's just have things go like they have, for the last 16 years? Our government is beyond broken right now. The only way Obama's even begun to get some things done is by, using executive orders. Even that doesn't do a lot of good sometimes when you have judges blocking them. Do you see what I mean? If you really want things to change, knock it off with being uninformed and uneducated about politics, about your candidate, about everything that has to do with our government. It is important to know these things. Like, well, it can't help me. Knowledge is the most important thing you can have. To not have it, that's the dangerous part. You can disagree, I know some people get on to Hillary Clinton supporters, but you know what? I talked to them, and I actually listened to some of them, and they are very educated. Some are, on her. Some aren't, on some of her more controversial comments in the past, especially about Obama. But on some of her policies, yeah, they're very educated on that. And Sanders, a lot of his supporters too, yes. But guess what? There are a lot of Clinton and Sanders supporters out there who don't have the foggiest idea about some of the things they've done or about some of the things they've said, and that's very, very unfortunate. Because it shows that it just seems that we just want one person to get in there and take care of things for us. Well, maybe we should actually do something about it ourselves, take responsibility for ourselves, get out there, get things done, and make the country like we really want it to be. If you're progressive and you're just sitting there like, well, what good will it do, then you're part of the problem. Because the fact is, the system is going to be the way it is. But you can change it to your way. Either that, or stay uneducated and let our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they may have to pay the price for your woeful ignorance.